So 3 down, 2 to go. And next up, it's the men's doubles as the 3 times world champions Fu Haifeng and Yeon take on the Korean pair of Ko Sung-hyun and Yeon Seong, the number 5 seeds from Korea. Who can stop the Chinese clean sweep in London?
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match on court is the men's doubles final. Please welcome, from China, the number 1 seeds, Hyun and Fu Haifeng.
This was their win against the other Korean pair, Jung Jae-sing and Lee Young-dae, in yesterday's semi.
And please welcome their opponents from Korea, the number 5 seeds, Ko Sung-hyun and Yeon Seong.
Well, straight games victory for them as well yesterday against the Indonesians of Hassan and Septano. But a different prospect ahead of them for this one. The world number 1 pair await for Ko and Yoo here. Yoo there celebrating his 25th birthday yesterday. Says he wants to delay that celebration though for 24 hours and get a present that's gold. Hack and Fosto doing the preliminaries here with the players. So China winning in the women's doubles, the men's singles, and in the women's singles, and you'd have to say they're red-hot favourites in this men's doubles, Jill.
Yes, they are. I think their previous matches against this Korean pair speaks volumes. They've played each other 4 times and they've won 4 times, and I think their experience in World Championship finals will see them through.
Well, they're an exciting pair to watch. World rank number 1. They've been playing together competitively since, well, 2003, 2004. And you can see they played over 300 matches, just 4 defeats this year. They came into the week in perfect form. They won their last 3 events. They won in Indonesia, in Singapore, the Asian Badminton Championships as well. 24 career titles, 9 of them Super Series, of course, 3 World Championships. What more is there to say about these 2 fabulous doubles players? They have had early struggles, although as you can see, as the tournament's gone on, they've tended to get a little stronger, but against Ivanov and Sovanov, the Russian pair, and then against another Japanese pair, Kawaime and Sato, it took them 3 sets, but against Jung and Lee, that was kind of a match where you felt it could have gone one way or the other, and they came through really well, Joe.
Yes, they did. It was a repeat of the 2009 World Championship final, which had been an absolute thriller, and it didn't live up to expectations because the Chinese, quite simply, were too good.
So can Ko and Yoo come through where their counterparts couldn't? World rank number 5. Victory this year came in Switzerland. They're a pair that have tended to always reach at least the quarterfinals of tournaments. They've been in semis in many events. They reached the quarterfinals of the All England, where of course they lost to a certain Haifeng Fu. Last year they ended with victory at the Hong Kong Open Super Series. And the hardest match they've had this week, actually, so far, was against Chris Adcock and Andy Ellis. Of course, Adcock's gone on and carried on his hopes of reaching gold medal status this week, but terrific pair there, played by the British pair. That took nearly an hour, but since then, including yesterday's semi-final against the Sana Septana. Superb play, a big win over Kuki and Kiatan Tanbun-Hyung.
Yes, that was very impressive indeed, because there's been a lot of talk about the Malaysian pair being in with a real chance of the gold medal.
The umpire in charge of this men's doubles match is from Sweden. It's Hakan Fosto. The service judge is Eva Cassell from Switzerland. So 3 wins out of 3 today so far for China. 4 wins out of 4 for Haifeng Fu against their Korean counterparts of Ko and Yoo. The power and the strength of this pair has been evident for all that have watched them. But we saw some good defensive abilities yesterday. A couple of shots Yoo played with his backside, didn't he?
On the left, Yeon Seong and Yoo of Korea. Taeyeon to serve to Koo Seung-yoon. Double. Play.
We have to go back to 2008, the last time that Kai Yoon and Fu Haifeng lost a match at a World Championships.
1-love.
Yes, and I know you've already mentioned that they've won 3 World Championship gold medals, and they've been in 3 finals, so they've never been beaten in a World Championship final, and I think that could be significant.
Well, yeah, they are a pair that, when they're there, very rarely do they fail to see it through. All England champions as well, 2005, 2009.
Well, just about the only exception to that was the Olympic Games, of course, in Beijing, when they lost out to the Indonesian pair of Marcus Kido and Hendra Setiawan.
You couldn't be here this week as a pair because Kido, unfortunately, was struck down by typhoid.
It's over. 1-3.
That's a long way long of that back line.
Service over. 4-1.
And they haven't yet had to be at their explosive best yet, Haifeng Fu, to
2-4.
rack up the points. He's on his back already.
3-4.
It's their favourite shot, isn't it?
Service over. 5-3.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see whether Fu Haifeng can clock up the 300 km/h mark in this match as well.
Service
Got
over.
close
4.
this week, 297.
Clever.
Yeah, that's good.
It's very clever play from Yeon Seong.
5-4.
After the power play, just the delicate little downward shot, taking all the pace out of the shuttle.
Service over. 6-5.
they've settled well, haven't they, Ko and Yoo?
Serves over 6
Few nerves maybe at the start, understandably, but they're not just sitting back, are they? Trying to take the offensive route.
That's very well played. Brought his base position so far forward. His partner's at the net. He knows that he can afford to come a little further forward.
We didn't get to celebrate his birthday in any kind of party manner yesterday. Yeah, I mean, obviously delighted with his victory. But 269 there, the smash. Short with the serve.
8-7.
Just clipped the net, took the power off it.
No. Magnificent.
9-7.
Looked to be under pressure on his defensive play, and then suddenly, after the first one, the second one just guides it across court into the open space.
Warming up now, aren't they?
10-7.
Well, that's the sort of power and penetration in their attacking play that we've seen earlier on in the tournament. We haven't seen a lot of so far in this final.
Yeah, I mentioned that Fu and Kai have won their last 3 events. Of course, Ko has won his last 2, and he teamed up with Lee Yong-dae. But at the interval, it's looking good, isn't it? So far for Kai and Fu, 11-8. They know they've got to be at their very best, don't you? If they're gonna really ruffle the feathers of Kai and Fu. It wasn't a terrible start from them.
No, it's very, very different from the semi-final that the Chinese played yesterday, isn't it? I mean, we had some long, long rallies. We haven't really seen that so far. Only 6 minutes of play.
With 11-8. Play. Oh. 12-8.
Well, the goal at the start of the week for Ko and Yoo was to reach the semi, so I suppose they've outdone their aim, which was, now of course, either a silver or a gold medal. Just when we looked like we might have a long rally there, it was trying to force the issue there.
13-8.
It's a commanding lead then, isn't it, for Kai and Fu? The first couple of points back after the interval.
9-13.
How nonchalant was that?
The whole rally set up, though, with a wonderful return of serve.
14-9.
But that did look casual, didn't it?
The look away as if I know that's not coming back.
Serves over. 10-14.
Sensational. Goodness me. Suddenly, very, very positive on defensive play.
Because that comes at you fast, doesn't it, from Fu?
It certainly does.
I think he hit one over 300 yesterday, but it went out.
Yeah, those don't count.
I know, it didn't count, but gives you an idea that he can generate that speed. Well, we're getting into some sharp exchanges now.
Serves over. 15-11.
Korean men's doubles players so solid in defence, but I'm absolutely convinced this attacking play is what they've got to do if they want to win this final.
And if they carry on attacking like this, this is going to be a terrific match.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of that.
13-15.
Involving the net player. It's good by the Koreans.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Wow, this is a bit of a run. Didn't look like it was going to head out, but it hit the line. Suddenly it's 15-all from, what was it, 14-8?
That's clever. Very clever.
Wow. Here's a turn up for the books.
16-15.
Woken them up. On a crest of a wave here.
Yeah, 6 straight points.
As I mentioned, 14-8 is the scoreline in this game. Fu being dominated right now. the Chinese crowd.
Service over. 16-17.
290. He's getting there. Great defending by Kai.
Clever.
Dash of rackets.
Yeah, the change of pace at the front of the court from Yeon Seong Yoo. And then the channel attack from his partner. Look at that power play straight down the centre of the court. And as you say, both the Chinese players trying to defend it.
Service over. 17-18.
Well, the umpire just indicating to the Koreans that he wants them to get ready a little quicker. Well, he's such a strong athlete, he's Yeon Seong Yoo.
19-17.
What he's saying his last couple of events with Jung Jae-sing just got him in the right mood for things, got him sharper, more confident. With Lee Young-dae, 2 points from taking the opening set here, the Korean pair. But there's still a long way to go before they get that.
Service over. 18-19.
Hyun with his absolute best. So fast on the net.
Game points.
Service over. 20. Game point 18.
Well, they've only once before seen a Korean pair take men's double gold. That was a decade ago now. One game point saved.
Service over. 19-20.
.278.
Game points saved, and how decisive will these points prove to be in the destiny of the medals. I think the look on the coaches' faces reveal a few things there. More confident look about the Chinese, an anguished look among the Koreans. Fault though, fault called. Big call from Ivo Cassel.
Service over. 21-20.
Yeah, that's very good service judging. Racket horizontal, not pointing in a downward direction. Also looked very high to me as well.
So third time lucky maybe for the Koreans. Yeah. Close. Heart-to-mouth moment for Haifeng Fu there, as this one drifted across.
Yeah, it's the right call.
Oh, there's the old trick, but it couldn't stop Haifeng Fu getting game point for themselves for the first time in this set.
22-21.
They must practice this in training to be that consistent on the floor.
Well, I think instinct just takes over.
It was tongue-in-cheek, but yeah, it's incredible. They've both been at it in the semi and the final. But more importantly, it is the first game point for the #1 seeds.
Well, that time it worked. Crouched down low on his haunches, drove the shuttle back. That is brilliant.
Well, what a remarkable opening game this is turning into. Long.
Well long.
Serves over. 23-22.
Minutes of quite exhilarating badminton, and after saving 3 game points, Hyun and Fu Haifeng take the opening set 24-22, and you get the feeling that they're not going to let this one go now. They've overcome a crisis and they're 1 set up. Brilliant last quarter of that set, wasn't it?
Just so exciting. I mean, this is what men's doubles is known for. It's explosive, dynamic play. He's done this every single game. Taking his shoe off and after 1 game, retying it.
Meanwhile, in the practice area, Imogen Bankir and Chris Adcock warming up ahead of their mixed doubles final against Zhang Nao and Zhao Yunlei. They said in practice yesterday when they were warming up, they just kept looking across the net to each other and grinning because they couldn't believe they were in a semi-final. They're in a final now. That's coming up next, of course, on this finals day at Wembley in these World Championships. Well, it's going to be hard now for Ko and Yoo to pick up the pieces of losing out on those 3 game points. They showed great spirit in coming back in that first game when it looked to be slipping away from them. Had a brilliant run, didn't they? From 13-8 down to charge ahead.
Second game. #1. Play.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
That is extraordinary.
I don't believe that. Does it? Hits him. Oh my God. I wondered why. I wasn't sure actually what happened the first time I saw it. Of course, doesn't count because it went out, but nothing is impossible, obviously. The big shame was he didn't land in.
Yeah. Well, that would have been the shot of the championship.
By a distance. Yeah, they're fed up of playing them off the floor now.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. And good advantage already here for Haifeng Fu.
Thought I heard Hyun saying yes in English.
Yes, he did. You were saying about his English tattoo yesterday, weren't you?
Yes, he's got a tattoo across his back that says face of adversity. And considering what he's been through in life, he's had heart surgery, there was a problem with one of the valves in his heart. You know, and since then he's become one of the world's greatest athletes. You know, this is, the game of badminton is so dynamic and so explosive that, you know, for him to come through that sort of difficulty, it's no wonder he's chosen that phrase to have tattooed on his back.
2, 3.
Well, they're showing they're very gritty, determined to make the most of a gold medal opportunity here. The Koreans Ko and Yoo, but that's well wide.
Serves over 4-2.
Right idea, just overdid it. No, you've got to ride your luck.
Serves over 3-4.
I'm just waiting for the next trick shot.
Serves over 5-3.
Dangerous times now for Ko and Yoo.
Yeah, it is, and it's, from my perspective, a little bit bewildering. I know, you know, within the game situation, you're going to have to take little pauses. Oh, look at that. That's over 300. Fastest of the tournament.
It was coming, wasn't it?
Yeah. But going back to my point, Richard, I think that the Koreans, I don't understand, even if they're trying to take a little physical pause in the match, why they're defending so much. As I said in the opening game, if they get to win this, they have to take away the attacking play of the Chinese pair, because as you've just seen, you know, the Chinese, when they are attacking, you can hit smashes at 300 kilometers an hour. You're going to get down with it, aren't you?
Yeah, they managed to turn it around and get attacking at a similar stage in the opening game. At one set down, 8-3 down. Has their opportunity of being 20-18 up in that first set. Has that golden opportunity already passed them by?
3.
Well, Lin Dan's already claimed a 4th gold medal today in the World Championships. Haifeng Fu looking good to join him in that club. The leading gold medal winner in the World Championships is a Korean, Park Ju-bong, who 2 of his golds came in the men's doubles.
It's just unbelievable. Ah!
Well, it's not fair if you can have 2 goes at it. Not this one here, but look at this one coming up. He takes one little swipe at it, misses, and then gets a second one behind his back. Well, they look unstoppable. Just a mere 280 this time. Easing up. Well, it's a thoroughly enjoyable men's double match. But it looks as if it'll be coming to a conclusion pretty shortly. The way Haifeng Fu are going 1 set up, they're now leading in this one by 11 points to 5. We saw this yesterday, didn't we? From Hyun taking off his shoe in between each interval.
Well, he's obviously not very comfortable. He's got sports orthotics in his shoe.
Strapping on his calf as well.
Yeah.
Well, they can't let them get any further away from them. A big point coming up, but there you go. Oh, the only downside was a bit of a clash with the advertising board, but no harm done.
Yeah, and this is the big difference between the 2 pairs. How many smashes did the Koreans have in that rally? Was it 3, 4, 5, something like that? 2 smashes from the Chinese and the shuttles on the floor.
Well, they're going to have to run of it like they did in the first set. Yeon Seong Yoo here.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace.
6-12.
Well, it was a brave attempt to try and upset the odds here from Ko Sung-kyun and Yeon Seong. But I think they've met their match here in this final.
Well, in their 4 previous meetings, the Koreans have only once taken a game. They haven't won a match, and they've only once taken a game. And to be honest, they're playing at the moment as if it's sort of, they know that the inevitable outcome. I'm not sure that the Koreans have real belief now that they can win. It was so desperate for them that they took the opening game.
Well, as I said, you looked at the coaches on the Korean side after those 2 game points went at 2018, and there's even a look of resignation on their faces at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, he nearly got it from the floor. Well, you've got to admire their tenacity, if nothing else. Nothing's a lost cause. So here on the floor, you know, shuttle's coming at him, you know, close to 300, and he's still trying to get in the way of it.
Yeah, I know this is going to sound hypercritical, but he really should have got up a little quicker. I mean, if you think back to the men's singles final and the players diving, they're up immediately, carrying on the rally. And whilst he's a big man, he's a big, strong athlete, isn't he, Ko Seong Yoo? There's a little too much hesitation, I think, in getting up and playing on with the rally. You've got it back. Come on, you've got to get ready for the next one. And I know that does sound harsh.
Harsh but fair.
Perhaps a bit of a showman in him.
Well, I just think maybe it's just purely down to the fact that they're so good at playing the shots when they're down on the floor. Well, China heading towards a 4th gold medal in 4 matches. It looks like it's down to the British two to stop a clean sweep a la 2010. Also managed it in 1987, China.
Good. Yeah, it was the cross-court block on the defensive shot from the Koreans that turned the rally around.
8-16.
Yeah, and if they are going to smash, I do think they're better off smashing at Fu Haifeng.
Please look at each other, okay?
When it's a desperate situation, as far as Ko and Yoo are concerned, they can really try and open up now and give it all they can. Another little exhibition type shot. It's out. They seem to be enjoying it, at least. Right. They're not shrinking here under what is strength and power from the 2 Chinese. Well, they're on 4 points coming in the nick of time. It's going to have to be a longer run than that, though, to prolong this match. That's nearly drifted back in.
12-16.
Yeah, I think that was much closer than he thought it was going to be. Well.
13-16.
Deja vu. Points in a row.
Serves over.
And come to an end.
17-13.
What a missed opportunity.
Well, you know, Hyun celebrating that as if he played the winning smash himself, because he defended
18-13.
so stoutly. But is that the end of the Korean resistance?
Well, they all have to be hard shots as far as the Koreans are concerned. They've just got to keep the shuttle going in a downward direction.
Points behind now.
15-18.
3 more points though for Haifeng and for Hyun to take the gold medal. Points have arrived.
Match point 15. Serves over. 16-20.
Still 4 more match points. It looks as if Korean hopes of a gold medal are just about to end. It's 4 golds out of 4 for China at Wembley, and it's a 4th world title for Hyun and Haifeng. For the third consecutive year, they are the men's doubles world champions. Strength, power, skill. They have it all. And a heart of steel as well. Now, Yoon, you got a little glimpse of his tattoo there as well. Well, if it's going to be anyone then to stop the clean sweep, it's going to be down to Akok and Banka. Ko and Yoo can stop them because Haifeng Fu have taken the goal. Well, Jill, it was a terrific men's doubles final, really, and I think Ko and Yoo played their part in that.
Yes, very much so. I don't think that we had the dynamic, exciting rallies, sadly, that we saw in the semi-final between Kai and Yoon and the Korean pair of Jung Jae-sung and Lee Yong-dae, which is a great shame because I think actually yesterday's semi-final was better than today's final as far as drama and excitement was concerned. But, you know, take nothing away from the Korean pair who were in the final today because, I mean, they tried their best. They just didn't have enough weapons to really hurt this Chinese pair. But, you know, silver medalists in Beijing, I can't see, if they play like this, I can't see them not having a similar result here next year as they've had here today.
Yeah, they are absolutely brilliant. They may not have been always complimentary about Wembley itself, but if they win this and then win again at the Olympics, then they're going to have very fond memories of this part of northwest London.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the Yonex BWF World Badminton Championships, London 2011 for the men's doubles.
4, indeed, it is 4. 4 for them, 4 for China on the day. Oh, a lot of Korean representation in this medal ceremony, but it's gold for China.
The bronze medal and officials commemorative medals will be presented by Paul Jepson, Managing Director of Yonex UK. The silver medal will be presented by Gordon Innes, Chief Executive of London and Partners. And the gold medal and champagne will be presented by Dr. Kang Young-jun, President of the BWF.
They've had a good day, haven't they?
Receiving commemorative medals are officials from Sweden, umpire Hakan Fosto. And the service judge from Switzerland, Ivo Castle.
So the medals for the umpire and his service judge from Sweden and Switzerland. President of the BWF hands over their memento.
Winners of the bronze medal from Indonesia, Muhammad Hassan and Bona Septano. Also taking bronze from Korea, Jung Jae-sung and Lee Yong-dae.
So the medals handed over to Lee Yong-dae and to Jung Jae-sung, twice silver medalist winners at the World Championships. And Muhammad Hassan and Bona Septano, who's On the right there, Bonasubtana, brother of Marcus Guido. Of course, Olympic world champion. Number 7 seeds getting their medal.
Winners of the silver medal from Korea, Ko Sung Hyun and Yeon Seong.
Well, thoroughly entertaining. Produced some spectacular shots that they came up short in the end. Crucial moment for them, obviously, in that first set, 20-18 up. Really chance to rock the world number ones, but in the end they just fell short.
The winners of the gold medal and the Yonex BWF Badminton World Champions 2011 from China, Hyun Fu Haifeng.
Well, they've done it again. 2006, 2009, 2010, and now in 2011. Hyun and Fu Haifeng are champions of the world. And an anthem that's becoming ever so familiar is just about to be played again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please will you stand for the national anthem of China. Please acknowledge all our medalists and winners.
And 4 titles in a row now for this pair. They came into form at just the right time of year, and how often have they done that? Of course, we had that 3-set thriller with Lin Dan and Lee Chong-wei. Otherwise, it's been straight sets victories all the way for the Chinese players so far today. So impressive. The most tense and pressurized levels of these gold medal matches that they're facing. .301 from Fu Haifeng in a smash. It's not the fastest record in the World Championships. He's done it himself, managed 303 in Paris last year. So one more gold medal is up for grabs.